This is the OtterBox Defender Series Pro for your iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and show you guys exactly how to put this on, as well as how to remove it, because a lot of you guys have asked me in my previous video. Now, not to be confused with the Defender Series Pro XT, which the XT line has like a clear coating on it and has like a slightly different installation process. We're going to focus on the Defender Series Pro, which is one of the most popular OtterBox cases. So come in this really nice packaging here, so let's go ahead and open this thing up. Alright, we can see it comes in this little packaging here. Welcome to your new OtterBox case. Now, one thing to know is this does not come with a belt host, which almost every Defender series used to carry. However, inside there is a QR code, and underneath my hand here, there is a serial code here that you can get a free holster. So if that's something that you need, then you can definitely place an order on OtterBox's website. So we can see right inside here, it says OtterBox Drop Plus, 7 times as many drops as the military standard. So this is definitely a great rugged case. Now this is going to be your standard 2-piece design. So the first thing we want to remove here is the outer rubber layer. So how I like to do it here is I like to just lift this port cover here and gently push it down here. And it should pop out very easily. And then with your fingers here, you just want to slide it all around here. And again, you want to be nice and soft here, because if you pull it too hard over time, that rubber can wear out. Now that we have that rubber out, we can go ahead and push it out completely. And we're left with a very thick rubber piece. Now, what's really exciting about this new Defender series for the 16 is that they now include MagSafe capability. Before, to get MagSafe, you would need to have the XT version, so I'm glad that they finally included MagSafe here. So you can see that magnetic ring on the back here, and they also have the same type of magnetic pattern on the rubber piece as well. I'm pretty sure they did this to ensure that it is going to be fully MagSafe compatible, which I'll also test out as well. With that out of the way, we have the inner shell piece here. So all we have to do here is follow the arrows, and we're just going to push down on each tab. Now, we'll note that over time, if you have your phone on this case for a very long time, sometimes these tabs can be very difficult to push down, but they will come down here. And right over here, we have one little piece here. Of course, they didn't have any arrow indicator because of the camera cutout. All right, now that we have the inner shell completely out, let's go ahead and put on the 16 Pro Max. So basically all we have to do here is do the same thing in reverse order. We're going to take the case, place the 16 Pro Max, lining up the camera. Next, we're gonna grab the top piece, make sure we line it up correctly here, making sure everything matches. And then we're going to snap them back in place with each of these arrows. You should hear a nice click. Now that we have the inner shell on the 16 Pro Max, now we can finally grab the final piece, which is the thick rubber piece, and we're gonna go all around the case here. And then I like to flip it around here, so that way we can put the rubber inside this piece over here. So all we have to do is apply pressure and push each of these rubber pieces in. And you'll notice the cutouts for the volume rocker, for example, you might have to lift it up and put it in place. All right, so right after that, we have the case successfully installed. Now, my first impression of this case is that it feels pretty slim relatively to what it is. This being a bulkier case, OtterBox has definitely done a great job slimming them over time. And since the 16 is slimmer, of course the case is also going to be slimmer as well, but it should retain the same ruggedness that we're all accustomed to for the Defender series. So taking a look around the case here, starting with the bottom here, of course we have the famous port cover here for your Type-C, so you do have to lift it up to access that. Now I will say that this rubber piece over time can wear out depending on how often you utilize this here, but with MagSafe capabilities and wireless charging, you might not have to utilize this port cover as much. We have cutouts for our microphone and speaker grill, and because the new 16 series has the camera control button here, they had to make a humongous opening here. Now, I'm personally not a fan of this type of opening here, because when you're naturally holding the phone, you have this really big gap. and it is very annoying in my personal opinion here. Now, it's something that you could probably get accustomed to, but this will fully expose the camera control here. So pressing it here will obviously open up the camera control, and you have full camera control capabilities, of course. I'm hoping in the future that OtterBox changes the design and includes a pass-through camera button somehow. It would look a lot better. So moving on here, we have really nice size rubberized button covers for the side button. The top is going to be nice and clean here. And on the left side again, we have nice oversized rubberized buttons for the volume rocker and the action button as well. Taking a look at the camera cutout here, we can see that the bezels are raised very, very high, which means that if it's ever dropped, and if you have it on a flat surface, your camera is going to be very well protected. And it looks like they leave a lot of space here in case you want to put a camera lens protector. It should be compatible. Same thing with the screen bezels. They are raised very, very, very high as well. And this is going to definitely protect the screen. Now, I do have a screen protector here. This is the Bodyguard's Apex Privacy Screen Protector. And taking a closer look, we can see that it is fully compatible. And this screen protector is an edge-to-edge screen protector. So the fact that this supports it too, you should have a wide compatibility for many, many screen protectors that you guys have. You can see a closer look on the top here. We do have some nice precise opening for that earpiece, which is really important. And overall, the feel of it feels just like a Defender Series case. It's just that this camera control thing is a little bit annoying. Now, testing out the MagSafe capability here, I have a magnetic power bank. So we're going to test it out real quick. Okay, we can see that the MagSafe is automatically charging, which is really good. And it's looking like this magnet is very, very strong, as you can see here. Really strong magnet. So it's going to be compatible for all of your MagSafe accessories, be it a wallet or any type of those type of accessories. You're gonna have no type of issues. With that out of the way here, I'm gonna show you guys how to remove this case. It's one of the most highly requested questions that I get whenever I do OtterBox Defender Series. So easiest way to do this, the same way how I first open up the case here, is you want to start off with the port cover here. So you just want to gently lift this portion up and then gently pull the rubber down. And then the same thing here, we're gonna run our fingers so that way we can remove the rubber off the inner shell. All right, now that we have the rubber piece out, all we have to do is basically pull it out. Now that we have that rubber piece out, we're gonna flip the phone over, and same thing, we're gonna follow the arrows. There's one last tab right over here as well, and there is another tab on top as well. So we're gonna push it down. And just to give you a close-up here, what I'm basically doing is I'm taking this portion and I'm pulling it down because that's what's holding it in place. So just pull it down. If it's been a very long time that you had this phone in the case, sometimes it could be very hard to push it down, but just have some patience here and pull it down. Once we have that inner shell, then we pretty much pull it out, and that's pretty much it. We have the phone nice and free in case you ever want to remove it and replace it with a different case. So the Defender Series is an amazing rugged case. If you're looking for that legendary protective case, then the Defender Series is definitely the one for you. I think the price of this OtterBox is definitely worth it if you're looking for a very protective case. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Firewolf out.